COVID, Callum and Grandad Rory. My little one, the world has changed, but I know enough about your brain to explain it to you in this story called COVID, Callum and Grandad Rory. It all began on a day in spring, right after Montessori. Callum waved goodbye, high-fived his friends and said, "See you in the morning." When Callum got home, Mummy got on the phone and said words like COVID and closing. Callum had learned that his school had to close and that people were staying at home. "For how long?" Callum asked. "No one knows," Mummy said, as she tucked him up tight in his bed. "But my friends," Callum cried, "and the park with the slides, and the pool and the zoo and the carousel rides." "Don't worry your head, Buttercup," Mummy said. "There are plenty of things we can do. Our days may not look or feel quite the same, but there are trees we can climb, games to play in the rain." Callum learned that this virus, called COVID, is a tiny invisible thing. It can spread from our bodies through a cough or a sneeze, or by standing too close, or by touching something. Callum knows to wash his hands, and he even knows the song. COVID can't be that bad. It's quite fun to sing along. "Mummy, I can't wait to teach Grandad Rory the wash your hands song. Look at me. I'm so big and clever and strong." "Yes, you are, Buttercup," Mummy said with a look, one with tears welling up in her eyes. "Why are you sad?" Callum asked with surprise. "Aren't you glad? Dry your tears. Please don't cry." "Callum," she said, "for someone who's 3, you have coped so much better than me. You have sacrificed lots of all things nice, like birthdays and play dates and even Montessori. You can't go to the pool or the zoo or to school. You can't sit on your granddad's knee." "Wait a minute," Callum said. "Mummy, what do you mean? Grandad Rory is coming on Sunday, isn't he?" "No, he can't," Mummy said. "See, it's safer that way. Grandad Rory could get sick, so it's at home he should stay." Callum felt sad and a little angry as well. Does COVID mean goodbye and forever farewell? I've washed my hands and done everything right. I've done well at that word, Mummy, sacrifice. This is all so unfair, and I don't understand. Callum went to his safe place between his bed and nightstand. He rolled up in a ball, buried his head, and thought about the things his mummy had said. He wanted Grandad Rory to come to his house, to show off all his pictures and play cat and mouse. COVID is silly. Is this all a bad dream? Mummy, I'm sad and I want to scream. This isn't forever. It's not even a dream, but there are clever ways around things if we work as a team. I know you can't give your granddad a cuddle, but you are very much part of our little bubble. Mummy asked Callum to think of that bubble. A giant one? My size? Callum asked. No, double. So Callum imagined a big shiny bubble, as tall as his mummy and as wide as a shovel. Now in it put Grandad and all of your cousins. Put Aunt Emma in too, with her chickens by the dozen. In there they are safe, Mummy said, just like you here with me. We can see them and hear them. They can watch you climb that tree. Mummy told Callum about a virtual hug, where he colours his heart and he draws all his love. He folds it up tight in an envelope and it gets put on display on Grandad's great wall of hope. Mummy told Callum all about FaceTime, so that Grandad Rory could see all the trees he can climb. Callum has learned it's okay to feel sad, that sometimes COVID can make people feel mad. Mummy says Grandad is safe in his bubble, and that one day again he will be able to cuddle. Mummy told Callum about a new medicine. A magic one? Callum asked. A magic COVID fighting potion? Yes, Mummy said, you are not wrong. With this magic potion, we could all be fighting strong. Callum danced with joy and jumped up and down. Mummy, he said, this is the best news in town. But will there be enough for the whole world around? Yes, Mummy said, there's magic potion abound. What is magic of all, Mummy said with a smile, is what you've done, Callum, to help all this while. You are the star of this story. It's true. You've done everything you have been asked to do. My little one, the world has changed, but I have learned about your brain, how it can adapt to things so strange and accept the things that have to change. So, whenever you feel alone or afraid, you might read again this story, how little Callum and his mummy tried hard and stayed strong for Grandad Rory.